Okay, welcome back. So today's video is all about why it's not really the science, but it's about the implementation. So one of the most commonly repeated phrases in the fitness world is calories in, calories out. And what ends up happening here is that people get so focused on the specifics of this and the science behind it that they fail to look at the implementation of it. And now, this is true with not just this statement, but with so many different aspects of both nutrition and physical fitness. So, science is what it is. Scientific research can give us a very good basis and our foundation to then make choices and make decisions around what sort of strategies we might use when it comes to our behavior and our the things that we do day to day. So the research might show you that a certain food is better or worse, and then you can make the decision on how to implement that. But when it comes to something like calories in, calories out, for example, most people, they will argue to the end of the earth on either side of it that it's either the most accurate statement or that it's not accurate and there's more to it. But calories in, calories out is all about implementation. So you can know very well that you need to have energy balance. You can know very well that you're meant to be doing some weight training a couple times a week. You can know that you need to stop drinking so much alcohol or whatever it may be. There's all these different things that you may know. But unless they're implemented, unless you can find a strategy to implement them and remain consistent in them, the scientific aspects, well, they become somewhat irrelevant. Because worrying about and getting caught up in so much depth when it comes to the scientific literature and the scientific understanding of nutrition and physical fitness takes away from the fact that it's all about implementation and then seeing how it works. So implementing it in yourself or in other people, and then seeing how you respond to that implementation. So when it comes to something like calories in, calories out, if you eat 2,500 calories every day for a month and you remain exactly the same, well, there's a pretty good chance that your body needs 2,500 calories a day to maintain the weight that you have. So you don't need to argue about calories in, calories out because it's staring you right in the face. If you stop eating a whole lot of junk food and then go get a blood test and it states that all your numbers are looking a lot better than they used to, well, again, it's a pretty good indication that what you're doing is in the right direction. If you were having a whole lot of back pain or knee pain and then you started exercising properly more and a lot of that went away, well, again, the implementation is telling you what you need to do. So don't get caught up in the studies that come out and the news that comes out about this thing being good or bad. We have known, and we've known the fundamentals of health for a very long time. The fundamentals of how to get fitter, how to eat better. Whilst there are little tweaks that you may have within that, the overall fundamental principles have remained the same. And unless you start implementing them, unless you can start implementing those basics on a regular schedule, then all of the science in the world is irrelevant because you're not implementing the things that count from day one. And this is where I see people go wrong so many times, is that they spend far too much time focusing on and thinking about and considering things that are not relevant unless you are in the absolute pinnacle of human performance. Because unless you're already eating almost perfectly and you're working out almost perfectly for you, then the little 1% things are not going to make any difference. Fitness results with nutrition, with fitness, it is all about implementation. It's all about how you can implement things into your life. And this is why so many people continue to struggle with their physical fitness and well-being, because they're focusing on thinking about how to implement it and not thinking about, how do I make today a healthy day? How do I make this week a healthy week? Because that's what will add up over time to a healthy life. So that's it for today. I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, leave them below or send me a message.